What is happening YouTube? It's Matt Faircloth. Thank you for watching this YouTube channel. My name is Matt. My company is called the Derosa Group, and we're a real estate company, and this is our YouTube channel. This series is called Mentorship Monday. People email questions to helpme@derosagroup.com. That is helpme@derosagroup.com, and we will answer your questions right here on this YouTube channel for you and everyone else to learn from. Today's question comes from Chris. Thank you. Chris says this. Hey Matt, I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel and I watch it from time to time, and I read your book, Raising Private Capital. Thank you, Chris. You guys should check out my book, and Chris is going to use some language in his question that's from the book called Cash Provider, Deal Provider. If you guys want to hear more about that, just go to derosagroup.com, pick up the book there. It's a reasonable price for a lot of information, so check it out. Now, from Chris, I had a question regarding the end-of-year tax documents for investors, particularly the 1099 INT forms, right? As a deal provider, are we, as deal providers, required to prepare and mail these out, copies of the 1099 INT form for our investors, showing the interest paid to them over the particular tax year? Just started investing this past summer. We wrapped up our second deal and had some investors capital from the get-go. Good stuff. First of all, congrats on your 2 deals, Chris. That's awesome that you closed a few using private capital, and I hope you use some of the stuff that you learned in my book to make your 2 deals happen, and I hope they're lucrative for you. Us as real estate investors, as deal providers, part of our fiduciary responsibility is to send investors on an annual basis documents that they need for their taxes. So my book, Raising Private Capital, talks about a few different ways that you can place money into your business. One would be debt. That's someone loaning you money, and that's them giving you $1 and you paying them back in a time frame in the future with interest on top of it, right? That's called debt. That's you borrowing money from them. Now, what Chris is referring to here is the tax documents that are associated with someone that has loaned you money. When they loan you money, you owe them interest, and that interest is taxable to them, and it's a deduction for you. So you want to make sure that you send off that 1099 INT, because that enables you to claim the deduction. It enables your investor. It forces them to have to claim the gain. It's okay. It's part of doing business. You're not just sending them anything they didn't expect. They do have to pay taxes on that interest that you sent them. That interest claim is called a 1099 INT form. Your CPA, which you should be using, anybody investing in real estate should not be doing your taxes yourself. You should be having a CPA do it for you, and that CPA of yours should be sending them a 1099 INT. We're in the middle of April right now. We're just past tax day, although tax day has been extended because of coronavirus and because of everything going on. So you may be able to get a extension. I'm not a CPA, but in my eyes, we've already sent those out a couple of months ago. If you haven't, call your CPA and see if you can still get those forms out, because we do have an extension on tax time. That's for debt. The other way you can place money into your business is in equity. Equity is someone taking an ownership stake alongside you in your venture. They're owning with you. They're owning alongside you. They're partnering with you, and they're likely a part of the LLC that you formed to own the property. So let's just say 123 LLC owns the dirt. Well, 123 LLC has you as the owner and that investor as the owner. So that investor is due a document called a K1, okay? A K1 is something that someone gets if you own a percentage of an LLC or all of an LLC. A K1 is what you get because the LLC files a tax return, and you file a personal tax return too, and the K1 is what pushes the income or loss from the LLC over to you. LLCs are pass-through entities, so whatever the LLC makes, whatever the LLC loses, flows directly through to you on your tax return. That K1 is what documents that gain or loss, and is what that investor takes and puts on their tax return to show the gain or loss through their passive investment with you or their active investment they have with you if they're active in your company. That K1 is very important for folks that are equity investors alongside you. Remember, 1099 INT for a debt investor to show their interest that they got, and a K1 for someone who's an equity investor. As I said before, you are fiduciarily responsible to send these things out. You're their financial custodian in some ways for their real estate, and so it's your job. They shouldn't have to remind you. It's your role as the deal provider to send those documents off to them in a timely fashion. Yes, to answer your question, it is your responsibility to do it, and the more you can make protocol around it and procedures and things like that, the better. So I hope that helps. There's a lot more on tax leverage and tax advantages and how to take care of your investors from a fiduciary and a custodian standpoint for tax purposes, for cash flow purposes, and everything like that in my book, Raising Private Capital, so make sure you guys check that out too. Thank you, Chris. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to send your questions to helpme at derosagroup.com if you want them answered here on the channel. Have a great and profitable week. Hey guys, if you guys like this video, I got a few more here that you might like that are similar to it. Check these out. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. We'd love to have you guys on board. And if you want a huge basket of goodies from us, text the word Derosa, D-E-R-O-S-A, to 66866. That's 66866. And text the word Derosa, and we'll send you a big basket of goodies and an opportunity to join our insiders community for $1 for the first month.